This is a wrap-up call or a wrap-up recording. Basically, I want to just tell you what lies in the future. First of all, let me tell you that these parts were like foundation, the very basis of why you form your companies and all. After this, a lot of detailing will emerge, a lot of things will there. After you've done your theme, the first logical conclusion is, let's say, setting up the company. And that has elements of law, elements of finance, all of it rolled together. But unlike other courses, we don't have a fixed structure after this. We will make it on a need base. We'll perceive what is needed at that point of time by the most of you, and then train to make sure that those gaps are fulfilled the earliest. So if tomorrow after we look at this part, we feel that most of you lack financial knowledge, we'll focus on the financial part first. If you feel that the legal knowledge needs to be upgraded more because you lack more in legal knowledge than in this knowledge of finance, we will go to the legal first. But all the topics that we'll cover will encompass various aspects. There is legal, there is ethics, company formation by itself is quite a big thing, the finance of projection, business plans, risk mitigation, insurance, recruitment, HR, you name it, it's going to be a cacophony of things. And many of these things will essentially be lectures that we keep on recording on a need basis, short capsules suitable for your time part, directions to resources that you can look at and then do. But one thing that we want to look at and do on in a focused manner in the future is look at the themes that are emerging, the sectors that you are covering, and do refreshers and pointers and quite a little bit of critical analysis on the various sectors that you're focusing on. That will really help you. And it will also show you how these things that we talked in theory are actually put to practice. How do you do research? What is research of the primary, secondary type that we talked about? And one of them would be taking a sector, and we will do a case study for that part. Apart from that, of course, we'll meet very interesting entrepreneurs, subject matter experts, academics. We will line that up. But the demand has to come from you. So the questions you raise will actually form the basis on which you are doing. And the reward mechanism is for your inquisitiveness, curiousness, perseverance, and all these soft qualities. Knowledge is a byproduct of all these things. As an entrepreneur, getting these foundation skills formed and getting your intuition working is our prime focus, and that's what we'll focus on. If I look at the journey, and I'll get more detail, I just gave a glimpse of it there. I do entreat most of you to see and apply for the leadership positions. You'll get a right to choose your team, and you'll get some extra credits for it also. So every team that will be formed like a company, where a little bit of the shares, so to say, or the percentage will be held by us to be distributed to you on performance to better. You will be dispensed with the equity in that particular entity onto that part. So for example, let's say each of you own 8%, the leader owns, let's say, 10%. These are just example numbers, and 40% is held by, let's say, the organization. Then the maximum amount of marks that are given to you is a number of heads into 100, let's say. That's the cash that we want to distribute after your ranking. So let's say the maximum marks that can be given is 1000, and you earn 800. 40% of that, which is 320, goes away straight for future. The remaining 480 is what will be distributed in the ratio. So 8% of 480 is what you will end up getting. At the end of the term, on success of the project, all these things that are in cash on in the 30% will come back on the success. So success matters, but throughout this entire payment of marks, your rigorousness, your regularity, the way you are doing it sequentially, the way you are taking seriousness of it will come. Some of you may not perform, your shares will go down. Some of you may outperform, your shares will go up. That's what the 30% is for, to give a pool to not only say that this is what we are withholding, but also to give you the marks that are accumulated and the extra part that you see depending on your contribution. So contribute, work as a team, don't be a pillion rider, don't hope that of the 8 people, 2 people will do the project, what will they do? This is not going to be marked like that. Your participation is a key to your marks. Your marks and your teammates' marks will vary, though the team is the only entity that will be given the mark. If that's a puzzle, figure it out. If you have questions, ask us. That's all for the wrap now. Lots of things to come. I hope to see you excited and I hope to see a lot of questions. Thank you so much.